I'm going to have an inbox preview look at this kit here, which is the Trumpeter Models 1/35 scale Russian GAZ-39371 high mobility multi-purpose military vehicle. It's quite a lengthy title, but we're going to have a inbox look at this kit here. So we can see here it's got our length and width and our total of 290 plus pieces here, and our nice artwork on this vehicle. I know this vehicle has the like the 14mm turret on the top, but I actually think even though it's referred to as military vehicle, it's actually more of a police vehicle, because there's like multi different like configurations you can order these in, and this just happens to be one of them. But the ones that I've seen they're usually black, and they're like for police vehicles more so than military. And we'll just go around here on the side. It gives us our blurb right up on the vehicle here, and it shows us some photo etch we'll be getting, and kit number here is 05594 at the side of the box. And on this side we can see a couple vehicles here. Actually, this one here, it looks like it's two-tone, but I'm not sure if it actually is. We'll have a look in the instructions here. So we will open the kit up and see what we actually get inside. And I guess we'll start with our instructions and paint guide here, since they're right on the top. So here's our vehicle here. It's telling us to paint it in the basic 303 color. It looks like it just because the way the body is shaped, it's angled, so it just kind of they've shaded it just for like artistic effect, I guess. And looks like you're only a couple basic colors here, and that's the first vehicle. It's not really saying like where the vehicle's from or anything. And then our color callouts here are going to be for Mr. Hobby, Vallejo, Model Master, Tamiya, and Humbrol. And on the other side, we've got a vehicle in the 3-color camouflage, like from the post-Soviet era 3-color camouflage. And I got someone bugging me here, so I'll try and keep it steady. And then these are our colors for the tricolor, which is Mr. Hobby, Vallejo, Model Master, Tamiya, and Humbrol again. But Mr. Hobby looks like what they're giving us the most options for. So here's that vehicle. And I'm not sure, like it doesn't say what these vehicles from, but I think they were like sort of like display models when they were promoting them for sale. So here's our vehicle here. And we will go into the instructions. So it gives us our layout here of our sprues. Oh, I don't want to lose my box. And our photo etch here and decals. Decals must be on the bottom of the box. I'll go into them probably last. So here's a cabin. It does have like a full, well, mostly full interior, I guess. And we'll be using decals for the instruments, and actually quite nice seats, multi-piece seats, and right into the front of the vehicle here. And our wheels, and various suspension pieces in the underbody, like a massive belly plate there, so it doesn't look like it's got too complex of a suspension system with a bunch of arms and various things in there. It looks like it's just a flat plate, because I think this thing is actually like semi-buoyant or something. And there's our lower section and the inside of the vehicle here. I'm not sure if yeah, so we do get interior in here, like a basic interior, which is really nice actually. So it isn't just a shell. And then here's our cannon being built with the little turret. I can't say, like I've run into in the past with various BMP kits, like the interiors, are not really correct, so I can't say that this for sure is the correct interior. It looks like it is because you see all these various like ammunition boxes. It looks like it's correct for the turret version, but I can't say for sure. You'd have to look into that and make sure, because sometimes they are incorrect on these Trumpeter kits. But here's our shell for like the cabin. It looks like just about everything opens up. Quite a bit of detail and parts in there, actually. We've got all the lights and everything. And then our turret being fitted. And then it looks like you put the sections on there. So, actually looks like pretty basic, straightforward of a build. And we'll go into our parts here and see what we have. So, we'll have a look at our doors. Actually, doors look really nice. Even this piece here. And assuming that was a piece of the interior. Our running boards. And we'll flip it around. Not too much to see in here, but there is sort of interior detail when you leave, if you decide to leave the hatches open. Grab the next piece. There is a ton of parts to this vehicle, actually. It's pretty nice. There's our wheel and our instruments. So you could do up the instruments without the decal if you don't want to use a decal. Here's more interior. There's no real texture look like to the interior, but I'm not sure what they actually really look like. And again, there is sort of detail inside the hatches. And nothing much else to see. And we have separate wipers. That's really nice. I'm glad they didn't photo etch those, which they often do. And here's, I guess, our gun breech and various pieces in here. So it looks like the gun, from having these sections, it looks like the gun is not just taken from another kit and just thrown on here. It looks like it is specifically made for this vehicle. And we'll have a look at the turret. Whether this is from a different vehicle, not sure if it says anywhere. Yeah, okay, so this is from our BTR-70. This is a crossover, which is perfectly fine because it's actually quite a beautiful turret. You can see the weld seams, and the cannon is really nice with the massive open muzzle on there. No need for like a metal or brass part there. That gun is really nicely done. Our manlet and whatnot. Not really much detail inside the turret. Not that you'd see it from any angle, so. And we'll go into our, looks like our last main sprue here, which is the suspension, which isn't actually a whole lot of stuff. Just some control arms and our various wheel hubs there. And I think those were like the ammunition boxes, which they could be probably detailed out a little better. We'll flip it around. These hatches don't have any detail in them. I'm not sure which ones these actually were. And we'll go into our like main sections here. So there, it actually is quite highly detailed. You could see the massive weld line down the center there, and actually around each of the little vision ports, how it's been paid quite a bit of attention to on all this here. And then the side of our vehicle here, all the little weld seams, really nicely done. The front here where our glass is, and everything looks really nice on that cab. It isn't just like a straight box. So we'll go on to our rear piece. Like, according to the way this thing is supposed to be sort of modular, you could kind of replace this rear section with something else to make it a different variation. I don't know if you could just like flatten the top off of it and it would automatically make it into like a police version or not, but this is the section that's kind of modular. It's our rear section, and you can see if you open this up, you will see quite a bit inside there. And then on the inside, there isn't really much detail, and you can see like there's all kinds of moldings and stuff in there. So if you leave it up or open, you'd have to clean that up, because it does have all the little pieces inside, which you will be able to see. And then here's our interior, basic lower bucket here. Oh, it's a shame they didn't leave that open though. It's too bad. They could have easily left this open, but they didn't. And here's our lower section, but nothing really inside because you'll be putting the other pieces over it. And that interesting, they made this a separate piece like that just to plug in. And it's quite a bit of detail on that thing. And then I'll go into our glass here. And the glass, that looks alright. Might be kind of thick, but it might buff out a little bit clearer, because you won't be covering this glass up like you can on some of the BMPs. So it looks alright. And then here's our various spotlights and whatnot. And we'll go into our photo etch. So you've got actually really large photo etch. This should be very easy for anybody at any skill level to bend in shape. Doesn't look complex at all. And it's the typical Trumpeter style of photo etch. And then we have our decal, which is pretty much just that like guards badge, which I believe is no longer used anyways. And then you have the like the license plate here, which I'm guessing if it was a police vehicle you would still need this. And then you have the instruments there. So I mean, your decal sheet kind of is what it is. And then our wheels, which are hollow. Yeah, they're nice, they're hollow wheels. So, and you can see the pattern on the wheels looks really nice. Really well detailed wheels. But I'm glad they're not solid rubber. And that's the kit. So this is the Russian GAZ-39371 high mobility multi-purpose military vehicle in 1/35 scale by Trumpeter models, and looks like a pretty straightforward good build. If you're into like armored like wheeled armored vehicles, this looks like a really straightforward nice build. And you have an interior, like a basic interior that you can build up on, and if you're a little more ambitious, you might be able to get a different variation out of this rear modular section on it. So other than that, thank you for watching.